Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to What's the Deal with Adam and Neil. I'm Adam.
I'm Neil.
Sorry on our delay. We were just delivered a dozen donuts from one of our groups here at Legacy, and so I was stuffing my face and had it. It was a cream,
Bavarian
cream. Well, it was the white cream.
Oh,
What's that called?
just white cream.
White cream.
No, I don't know.
It was all up in my beard. Had to clean it all up. And here's the fun thing about that. Yesterday, Roman, he wasn't falling asleep. And so, for whatever reason, normally he goes down. Yeah, no, he had discovered how to escape out of his room. I shouldn't get into this too much because it's live and it's going to the World Wide Web. But we have some tricks to keep him in his room.
Sure.
Leave it at that. He discovered how to bypass those like a magician.
Wow.
And so he wasn't falling asleep, but he started getting really fussy. We're thinking maybe this is one of those days where he can skip his nap.
Sure.
It wasn't. We all need naps. And so I put him in the car, and I was driving around to get him to fall asleep. I basically did a loop here in Ruckersville. And I was going to stop at Dunkin' Donuts because I was really craving it. I saw it, and I thought, I just can't pull the trigger on that. I'm trying to eat right during this quarantine. By the time you guys see me in person, you're going to say, whoa.
Yeah, who is this guy?
What box did you jump into and transform? And so I'm on that track, right?
Nice.
And I held off. But then lo and behold, a dozen. I was only going to get 6. It's a good deal. It's a dozen are here.
A dozen.
So I ate one before it was even like left on the table.
Well, if we run out of content, we can have a donut eating competition at the end of this.
That's actually a really good point. There's 11 left.
They
actually look really good. I would show you, but I'm nervous they're going to slide out of the box.
Oh, yeah. Tilt them up.
Yeah.
You know the trick for a man to look like he lost weight?
What?
Well, you got
Shave?
the beard going on,
Okay.
So as soon as you get back, the first Sunday, you keep your beard, and then you tell everybody, the quarantine's been rough, so I'm going to work out a lot this week, and then shave your beard. And the next week, people will be like, whoa, this man, he like really went to town.
See, the thing is, when I shave my beard, I look like a little boy. I don't like what my face looks like without the beard. I've got used to it now for 10 years. So, I mean, various lengths. I'm going to trim it down by the time we all meet up. I'll clean it up for Easter Sunday. This week's been a little more burly week.
Sure.
It's Passion Week.
Yeah, it's Passion Week.
Got to grow the beard out.
Yeah. That's what they do on Passion Week.
That's what the disciples did. I'm pretty sure they weren't shaving. So, I hear you.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah. You think it's going to be like super pale, like white under your beard?
It can be in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now since we've been cooped up pretty, a lot. I mean, we've been out and about, but it hasn't been summertime.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I got a good tan, I made that mistake back when I was like 22 or 23. After going to the beach for a week.
Oh, yeah.
Then I shaved my face,
Yeah,
probably trying to do that thing that you just described, to look all thin. Turns out I had like a reverse sunburn. I was all pale. But I like your method. I think another method to look like you have lost weight if you're a guy is just one week you wear a sumo wrestler suit.
That would look like you lost weight.
Yeah, and then the next week you take it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think you should do it in stages, like the next week, like take a lot of the stuffing out of it and then take it off?
Yeah, that could work. You could try that if you're on like on a first date, and you tell and you tell your girl it's a test.
Yeah.
It's a test.
Do you
of
like
character.
my personality or not?
And then you just slowly take layers down.
Yeah.
Boom.
And she's like, whoa, sold.
Yeah. I don't know how that works. Well, hey, guess what today is?
It is Thursday.
That's right. Well, the Thursday before Easter has a special name in the church world. Do you know what Thursday is called before Easter? So most people know Palm Sunday, the Sunday before Easter.
Yeah, Good Friday.
And they know Good Friday. Lo and behold, Thursday gets its own name as well. It's called Maundy Thursday.
Maundy Thursday.
Now, as a kid, I used to think that was Monday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Monday, Thursday.
Monday, Thursday.
I thought they were talking about Monday through Thursday.
Yeah, you just group it all together.
Because those are the days that no one talks about. And they have Friday,
They're
Saturday is
left out.
kind of like a blank
Yeah.
day.
Right.
Tomb day.
He's in the tomb.
Yeah. Sunday. So, yeah, Maundy Thursday.
Maundy Thursday.
Do you know why it's called Maundy Thursday?
I do not know why it's called Maundy
Well, maybe
Thursday.
this is a hint.
I know how to spell it.
According to Wikipedia, the word Maundy comes from the Latin word, I don't know if it's pronounced this, but mandatum.
Wow. Like a mandate?
Yes, like a mandate.
Yeah.
So the night before Jesus was crucified, he's gathering in the upper room with his disciples, and he gives them different mandates, including, and that's all described in John, beginning in John 13. He tells them to, or he models washing feet,
Sure.
right? And then he gives them all these different instructions. One of my favorite verses in the Bible is John 13:35. I paused because I realized it may not be, which is funny to say, but no, it's 35. It could not, it might not
Favorite
be.
verse.
I'm learning that, things I used to have down a lot, I just don't. I think some of that's the smartphone thing, because I don't need to know. Like when I was a kid, I knew everyone's phone numbers, my own and my friends.
Sure.
You don't need to know it now. Same with like Bible stuff, I just look it up.
Yeah.
So I have definitely not kept up on that, and in lieu of that, have filled my brain with other facts that don't matter. But
Sure.
John 13:35, and it says, by this all others will know that you are my disciples by your love for one another. It's a great verse. But yeah, so Maundy Thursday reflects and remembers Jesus' commandment that they had the first Last Supper.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a fun way to put it. Their institution of communion and what we honor and remember, and what Da Vinci painted, and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's what today is. A lot of churches have church services.
What can we take away from Maundy Thursday?
Well, here's the thing. A lot of churches, they actually remember it by doing this, I don't want to call it a ceremony, but they do the practice of foot washing. Yeah.
We did that in Columbia.
We did, yeah. That was actually really powerful.
Yeah.
Which takes away from the joke I was about to make. But, so we'll forgo that. Just to say, so online right now, there's a lot of debate. Should pastors lead their churches into communion while we are all in our homes? And so there's a lot of debate about togetherness. I have personal views that I would like to publish. It's just taken me like 2 weeks to get this blog started without using Blogspot and sounding like I'm in high school again.
Yeah.
I used to have a Tumblr.
Nice.
When I was
I used to have one of those.
in college,
I think I wrote 2 things on it.
Yeah, I wrote like 6. Yeah. And then I think I went through and found them and deleted the whole page and tried to scrub it from the interwebs so it could never be brought back up again.
Yeah.
But I want to give some posts just to give another perspective, because a lot of guys are saying you can't do communion because it violates the togetherness element. And I think what they do not realize is that that's a far more subjective standard. Just it's Theology Thursday, so I'll go there. I'll bring this up just a little bit, and then I'll get to the foot washing part.
Right.
Their argument really lands on the togetherness. It's a completely valid one, except for what about, and you're saying together, like what does that mean? Does that mean everybody? If you have 2 services as a church, then bring it on, because then you have just separated your church family, and then if you celebrate communion and think, no, this is fine because we're gathering here, well then why can't you do it also if you are separated in multiple homes?
Sure.
So their standard togetherness is flexible based on certain factors, and then that leads into the virtual togetherness. Thankfully, a lot of people who are my friends, younger pastors like me, they have given really good support toward you need to be in person for communion, and I'm thankful to hear that from them, because I don't fully see that. And I wasn't sure if that was like a generational thing, because a lot of people do connect virtually, even just before all this happened. Like some of their best connections were online compared to in person. And my thought is, if what you're doing online is connecting with your heart in the same like psychological ways that face-to-face would be, then why are you saying virtual doesn't work? And then the hybrid is VR, right? Like just put on a VR head mask and
it's like a communion
set. Yeah, and you're like, well, listen, we are together. I just can't touch them.
Yeah.
But I can't touch them in a big room anyway. So right. So I feel like
what about
this is a bigger argument if you really want to go there. But there's things you can actually talk about that.
What about the togetherness of like a family unit?
Yeah. I mean, that's like a big part of the conversation.
Yeah.
Or a lot of these same guys also celebrated communion at their wedding as a couple.
Sure.
And we're like, oh, well, that's okay, because that's a couple. It's like, yeah, but you just said you can't unless you're together and it's led by the church. And like, that's strange. That's like, you're institutionalizing something that may not have been. I just think there's legitimate counter arguments that I feel as though I'm one of the few who is feeling that way. But I haven't formally written on it because I don't have a blog, man. I don't have a blog. But that gets us back to foot washing, Maundy Thursday.
Maundy Thursday.
I think I could really upset the fruit basket by making a satirical post about how virtual foot washing is legitimate.
Send it to Babylonian B.
Yeah, that actually, if they were on their A game, maybe they posted something, that would be legit. Because it'd be so funny to try to, so that's what I love about satire. You expose example A by using example B that everybody laughs about, and then you say, actually, I'm talking about communion. So I could get into how virtual foot washing is like legitimate. But if that was like my first post on a real, and this isn't supposed to be a joke blog, it's supposed to be like researched and stuff. If that was my first post, I think it would discredit the entire thing. Virtual foot washing.
That'd be funny.
You put your, I don't even know how to talk about it. What would you say? You virtual foot washing?
Well, you got to put your foot up in front of the camera, and then there's got to be, like, you know how on Zoom you can do the clap or the thumbs up?
Yeah.
There's got to be like a water button that sprays the screen.
Oh my goodness, that'd be so funny. That'd be really funny.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think that could. Yeah.
Okay, that leads into, we should start a church, like a Zoom platform for churches. So there's the foot washing button option, and then you can, like, you know how there's the different backgrounds? You can have like the background of like a church sanctuary, and you can have like for communion, you can have like grape juice option.
Yeah.
Like we could.
Yeah, you could. If I was thinking, you just either get everybody, they get their own elements, or you like ship it to them.
Yeah.
And then everybody takes it together at the same time. You could have like an amen button.
Yeah.
People hit.
Now we're talking.
And just like in a real room where when they say amen, everyone hears it. You'd be like, amen.
Everyone.
And all the participants who are on the call get just like, they hear it. Just kind of like when you're on these calls and like a kid walks in the room or a cat or a dog or the mailman or whatever it might be. There's like always, I don't know about you, every single Zoom call there's an interruption.
Yeah.
And there's almost always somebody who has a slow signal.
Yeah.
A like intermittent signal. And some of that's because here, because of where we are located.
Yeah. But
it just happens anyway. And
that's true.
But that can be forgiving. The funny thing is when there's the other stuff, or the random person who coughs and everybody hears it.
Yeah.
Because it comes right in the microphone. So yeah, an amen button that everybody hears and goes, oh yeah, amen. Wakes up the guy that's sleeping.
Yeah. That's funny.
Church, Zoom church. So I have an idea. It's Theological Thursday. I feel like
Theology Thursday.
You're gonna think I'm just saying this to brainstorm.
Okay.
And I kind of am. But I think this is way more legitimate than anyone else has given me credit for it. But I've only told it to Jason and Lynn.
Nice.
So but I think this is legitimate. I share this. I'm almost nervous to share this because some Yahoo out there might actually try this, and they shouldn't. You shouldn't just do this just to prove a point. But you could plant a virtual church now, and no one would know that you're not in person.
That's true.
You could give yourself some physical address saying you're not meeting right now, and then just really using social media, definitely. You could promote to half the world, who, you know, and just try to build followers and everything.
That is true.
That would be particularly true if you're like a narcissistic pastor and you got fired because you're a jerk, and then you're like, I'm going to just start a church. No one's going to know. You could be like, hey, church family, and just treat it like your church has thousands. Hey, church family, good to meet today.
Yeah.
So I don't think anyone's doing that, because more people are panicking right now than like trying to exploit the situation, especially in church world. That's just not even happening. But I just was thinking somebody could. Now, I'm not talking about that to exploit. Like, I'm not trying to explain how I would rob a bank here. What I'm saying is, it could be. So I only bring that up because it's easy to talk about the low-hanging fruit of the negatives.
Sure.
But there's actual positives to this. You could. So church planting. Here's a challenge in church world, and I think you've seen this. I'm on a roll. I drink a lot of coffee this morning. Thank you, Mr. McDonald's, and I am talking a lot. Thanks for listening.
Hey.
So here's.
Tune in today to the Adam Show.
So this used to be my Friday musings that I would send the staff. You're getting it on Thursday, day early. It's extra fresh.
Yeah.
So church plants, one of their biggest weaknesses, or not even weakness, but deficiencies, is they take the models of how you would start like a Burger King, or not even a franchise, a mom and pop shop. And they just slap it on the church. So their thought is, how do I get all these people to come to me?
Yep.
And once they can come to me, then we can start, on one hand, all the discipleship side of things, meet, Bible study, community fellowship. We know what that feels like, because we're missing that right now as far as interpersonal stuff like that, right? So, but they do all that, but then they also have the people there and the operational elements. Well, their main approach is, how do we get people to us, and we need to draw people in. Well, right now you can't. You literally can't get people.
Sure.
You can't say, here's free pizza, or here's free coffee, or here's great music, come join us.
Yeah.
That's not even an option.
Right.
So what I like about the virtual church is it kind of forces, just right now in the season, now this is temporary, but it forces you to do what matters most regarding some of the core elements. Now, again, a big deficiency is you're not actually gathering in a space, but you're able to have the Bible, you're able to have prayer, you know, people connect, and people can connect from anywhere right now. So you really could start something that if it picked up beyond 20 people, but say it even was legitimately 100 or 200, and that's a lot on a quick like turn like that.
Yeah.
But you never know who could be tuning in and how you could connect with folks.
Sure.
You could legitimately have a whole crew of people. It'd be kind of like those interdenominational churches or expat churches in other countries with a bunch of English-speaking expats who are in some country and they're all going to church together, even though their backgrounds are different. It'd be kind of like that, but virtual. You could kind of start it. The downside is, like, if I did that, I would encourage everybody, once this is all over, to go find a local church and just connect.
Or you just plant the church.
Well, I was thinking people might be connecting from everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be tough.
Well, here's what you could do. You could basically just choose. Like we've been asking.
I'm actually not a fan of online church.
Oh yeah, sure.
Like personally,
right,
I think it compromises corporate.
No, I'm talking about you
should go to the church.
You go to that place and start the church, like physically. But here's what you do. You choose. We've talked about like where's your favorite place to, or like if you could live anywhere, where would you live? So you choose that place and really start the church there. And if it takes off, then you just move there and start the church when this is all over.
Yeah.
I might try that.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Especially with like specific targeting of just like marketing.
Yeah.
So you really like concentrate. Yes, we're a new church in this area, and you just bombard everybody with opportunities for them to check in, and you're preaching and doing foot washing. Yeah. And then if it takes off, you're like, I guess I got to move there because everyone thinks.
Got to move to Hawaii.
Yeah. Oh, bummer. Happen to have $5 500 people who think I'm a local pastor who's stuck in a house, and I'm actually in Virginia.
Just really good at marketing.
Yeah. Be like, no, that's where. Okay, this sounds so dumb. This is so dumb. This is just dumb. But that's where you outside, you hire a pastor, and you send him there, and you take like a 5% finder's fee.
Yeah.
You start a church, and you didn't even move there. And you found him a pastor. It just wouldn't work that way in relationships. There's too many variables and dynamics.
That's true.
But on a Thursday morning with coffee and a live show with no cuts, that's a pretty funny concept.
That's a pretty funny concept, yeah. There's no consequences for it.
I might actually, after this episode, I might private it or hide it from people to view. Like in 6 months, I'm going to try to start, do some actual writing online and all that. And if people were to find this, they might use it and then start their hate campaign.
That's true.
Dun, dun.
That's true.
Why Schwenk is a heretic. Little did they know that the joke's on them.
Yeah. You're on the cusp of a great idea.
Yeah. Never know.
So I pulled a couple screen grabs off of Facebook before this started. And because I was browsing just to see what was going on.
I haven't seen any of these. I'd love to see some.
Yeah. So first I pulled April Trainum. So I think we have it. So April loves her dad. It's John's birthday today.
Whoa.
Then I'm looking. So happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday, John.
John's one of our group leaders. Awesome guy. So then I'm looking, and I didn't pull this one, but I looked at your brother because I'm like, okay, maybe your brother has something funny we can post. And it was his birthday today.
Oh, you just went to his page?
Yeah.
That is so funny. Yeah. What a coincidence.
I know. So happy birthday, Matt.
Yep.
And then I was thinking, okay, sticking with the staff theme, let me go to Crystal. And Crystal posted that it's her dad's birthday. So it's just like birthdays galore today.
Yeah. And it's my mom's birthday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Gail?
Yep.
Happy birthday, Gail.
Yeah. So,
is she watching? Does she watch the show?
Sometimes. Yeah. Usually
nice.
Later in the day. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yep. Happy birthday, Mom. Wow, that's a lot of birthdays.
Yeah. So it's just like birthdays and on birthdays. But then I pulled. So happy birthday to all of you that were born today. Glad you were born today. I pulled Steve Ferguson. So let's see what.
We got to go to Steve's page. Everyone's watching their pages now. Got to be careful.
So Steve, he posted that the Shenandoah National Park is officially shut down.
I was just about to go up there today.
Too bad you can't go.
Can you hike into it secretly, like a redneck?
So secretly, I don't know if I should say this, but I did yesterday. I found some more mushrooms.
He's just joking. It's just satire. We don't actually know.
Yeah,
legal.
I was hiking in my woods.
Random place.
So I don't know if that's legal because there's so many points of entry from southern parts of, or the base of the mountain.
What if you were hiking on the AT and you didn't even know this was happening?
That's true.
You started mid-February.
Yeah.
You heard it was overseas.
Right.
Don't be careful on the planes. Because we went to Colombia the first week of February, and it was well known.
Yeah.
I see all this stuff in the news right now. Not to get I'm not going to get political, but all this stuff in the news about how no one's been talking about it, or people knew and didn't talk about it. I thought we actually totally knew. People on the airplanes were wearing masks and stuff. Guys from Charlottesville were on the plane.
Right.
And so we knew about it. It's just we didn't think it wasn't as it wasn't as prevalent and contagious. But what if you were up there and all of a sudden, well, Steve's not a park ranger, but some person finds you.
Yeah.
Steve finds you, or
they're
some
like, "What are you doing up here?
What are you doing?" And you got this big beard, and you look like you just been living on possum.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I've been hiking for months now.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
It'd be a bad time to
plan
that trip. Yeah. But the thing is, if you were to get in there, maybe it's like your grandfathered in.
Yeah.
Or if you sneak in, you're allowed in.
Yeah. You
just can't drive.
It would be hard to find you though, because the AT is it's so long, and there's only a handful of rangers.
I'll tell you, I got a wife and kids at home, so I can't go live in the woods.
Yeah.
although my house is in the woods, but I can't go into the trail. But if I was single, I think I might just go up there for like 6 weeks. Record the sermon.
There's a lot up there.
Find some sort of signal and send it back.
Sure.
Raise a big satellite dish.
Yeah, I was reading yesterday because I was finding some morel mushrooms in the national park. So I was like, I need to figure out if this is legal to keep them. So I found out you can keep, for personal use, up to 1 gallon of mushrooms a day. Wow. So there are things in the park that you can legally consume, and
I'm really glad they did it. It was good for the ecosystem.
Yeah, it is. And there's fish in the park. Yeah. And there's like so many things that you can do to just keep going.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I like that. Okay, well that's good. Thanks, Steve, for letting us all know.
Thank you, Steve.
I'm actually really glad you told me, so I don't waste the drive. It's only 15 minutes up the street from here, but nonetheless, drive up there, find out, turn around. I was really hoping to tackle that. I couldn't get up there last week.
You could go somewhere else, like one of those scenic overlooks near Waynesboro.
That's true. The Blue Ridge Parkway, I wonder if that's open or not.
Oh, probably outside of the park it is.
Yeah.
Because it's legally like a state road, I think.
Correct. Yeah. It should be. Huh. Maybe they block trails or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Did you see anybody else on Facebook?
I think I pulled one more. I don't remember who it was, so maybe Jason can throw it up and we'll see.
Who is this?
Michael Benz. Michael Benz. Let's see. He wrote, let's see if I can read this.
The Sound of Music?
Yeah, so the family is watching The Sound of Music. Casey looks at me and says, hurry, you know they have... honey.
We need an eye test. Hey, baby, honey. You...
I love you. No, honey, you know they have 7 children ranging from 16 to 5, right? Wow, our family relates so well. Truly a blessing. Wish we could sing like them, though. You don't want us to break out in song.
I want to see all their kids up in the trees singing the do re mi fa sol la si do.
That'd be so funny. Oh man, no. What really grabbed my attention though is that it's Michael and Casey. So which one actually posted this?
Okay, Greene County. What's the deal?
What's the deal?
That
Premise of the show?
I don't know if you're a you might file taxes together. Yeah. But to be on Facebook together, we don't know. So sometimes I get a message, and I'm like, I don't know if it's a guy. I usually send the strong arm muscle back. Yeah, right. But it's kind of weird if that's from the wife, but I didn't know.
Yeah, because that's like, I'm gonna beat you up.
Well, that's more like the punch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It could come off that way.
Yeah, she reads because guys, we know. It's like, hey, if you get the strong arm, it's like beast mode.
Beast mode, yeah.
But
for the ladies, they're like, wait, why did the pastor just reply beast mode?
Yeah. Michael and Casey, maybe you can share. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to have a guest scenario in which a couple shares with us. Yeah. The whole joint thing and how, not so much even why this, because we can already know why. Yeah. How do you do that? Yeah. Who checks? Who replies? Right. Man. Who posts?
Yeah. Yeah, because you could post something funny on somebody's page and it would be like, man, Casey is so funny. But then it was actually Michael.
Yeah. Man. There's so much there.
Oh, man. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it is. I had some funny things to tell you. I just don't remember them now.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a really, really crazy trail there talking about starting a virtual church that everybody thinks is local. Charlottesville has a new church. It's so funny. So deep down, I kind of want to start a church downtown. Yeah. But every time I go down there, the Lord says like, no, like the Legacy shouldn't try to get something started down there. Not yet, at least. Yeah. But you could do it now.
Yeah. Yeah. We could be in every county in Virginia.
The thing is, we kind of are online. That's where there's like, why start something when you actually are something? That kind of goes back to when we were at TPAC. I kind of wanted to have us start, unbeknownst to everyone else, have have us start like all the new churches in TPAC and use it throughout the day. Like New Baptist Church is starting at noon. New Presbyterian Church is starting at 2. New Methodist Church is starting at 4. And then it just happens to be like me as the pastor every time.
You're always the pastor.
Yeah. So I actually looked into doing this. Not for real, but I was curious. Could you? You really can't. Like there's so many checks with most of the popular denominations. Right. You could be some random offshoot, but even if you do that, there's a lot of protocol, and there should be. You can't just and if you violate that, I think there's probably lawsuits that could.
What if you called yourself like a non-denominational Baptist church or a non-denominational Presbyterian church? That wouldn't make any sense.
You might be able to. Yeah, you might be able to start your own denomination, but there's a lot of paperwork with that.
Yeah, that's probably like cultish too.
Yeah,
unless you had like a very strong theological reason to do so.
Yeah, but see, there's already so many denominations. Like there's a lot, right? And they already have so many different distinctives that to come up with your own, that would be enough to warrant a new denomination with only like a family. You'd have to make like an entire theological breakdown on like virtual foot washing or something.
Yeah.
To be the reason you became a new denomination.
Sounds like too much footwork. Legwork.
Boom, boom. Washed. All right. Well, hey, it's 10:08 or so. I actually need to get onto a virtual call.
Nice.
Yeah. I got to Zoom with some people.
Cool.
The pastors in town are all meeting, and they're like, "Where's Adam?" And they're probably watching this right now.
Yes. Yeah, they probably are. They're discussing how they're gonna grill you about.
Yeah.
What you just talked about.
The virtual foot washing. Yeah. So we should end this so I can jump on that call. Thanks for joining us. Tomorrow is Friday, but it's Good Friday, which means we're going to do something a little different for our time, and I'm going to walk us through some content, and it will not be a laughing, funny day.
I'm not going to be here.
Yeah.
Because I can't be serious.
But I easily can. That's the MO of a senior pastor. So, I'm going to walk us through something. I don't know what that is yet, but it'll be Good Friday related.
Yeah, I bet it'll be good.
I think it'll be okay.
Cool.
So thanks for joining us this week.
Thanks, guys.
And then we'll check in with all of you Sunday morning for our Easter time. If you're not going to be there tomorrow, we'll see you Sunday morning live for our first and.
Hopefully only.
I say hopefully only virtual church service. Yeah.
But gather with your family.
Yes. I wish this end. I want to keep saying
Cut.